Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend, and tonight it's time to consult the list. This isn't any list. This is Archfiend's list of douchebags. We're going to add a name to that here tonight. Now, tonight's douchebag comes to us for the first time from the land of Hollywood, the land of make-believe and make-believe people and make-believe body parts, and also the land of filmmaking. There's one specific film that came out of Hollywood, and that was the movie called Top Gun. Now, I'm by no way a fan of the movie Top Gun, but this movie contains what I consider to be one of the biggest douchebag actors, and it also contains what I consider to be one of the biggest acts of single douchebaggery in the history of recorded film. And the character in question is by a man by the name of Iceman. That, of course, is played by an individual by the name of Val Kilmer. Sorry to tell you guys, but Val Kilmer, and more specifically Iceman, they're douchebags, and I'm going to explain why here. Now, I've basically boycotted this film for about, I'd say a dozen years or so now, because it brings back traumatic pain to the first day that I saw this movie. I guess I was about 11 or 12 years old, and yeah, there's one specific scene in this movie that it just scarred me for life, and I remember watching it going, my God, this guy is such a douchebag. Why is he acting like that? Now, granted, I'm getting ahead of myself here, and you guys don't know what specific scene I'm talking about, but probably a lot of you can guess. There's a scene in this movie, and let me just set up the movie briefly here. This movie is about fighter pilots that fly F-16s, and they are trying to become an elite class of fighter pilots called Top Gun pilots, or some shit like that. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in a while. This movie, yeah, it's considered to be one of the greatest action films of all time. I tend to disagree with that, but we're not going to be discussing the overall content of this movie. There's a specific scene, and like I said, this is going to be traumatic for me to relive this scene. I might actually cry. I might actually cry on camera here tonight. But this scene involved a training exercise. The object of the training exercise was to get a missile lock on whoever you were flying to catch up with and get a missile lock on. I know, it's fun. But anyways, Maverick and Goose went out in this training mission. Unbeknownst to them, the actual trainer himself was flying a plane up that day. Okay, this is like getting the actual professor of the class to take the exam with you and see if you can do a better job at taking the exam than the professor did. So, to everyone's surprise, Maverick and Goose, Maverick played by Tom Cruise and Goose played by, I don't know, because I don't think I've seen this guy in any other film other than Top Gun. Anyways, Maverick and Goose end up targeting Jester, the professor, if you will, of the class. They end up targeting him successfully, getting a missile lock on him, and in essence, winning the game. So, this brings us back to the locker room where everyone's gathered up after the training exercise. Now, apparently, there's something in the Air Force called the heart deck. I, to this date in time, don't know what a heart deck is and why it is so bad to violate it. I don't know. I'm guessing maybe it's like an altitude or something. Like if you go too far below some certain area, it's considered bad. But I don't know. I always thought that all was fair in love and war. Like I didn't realize there was regulations that you had to abide by. But anyways, it's bad to violate the heart deck. That's all I know. So, Goose and Maverick go back to the locker room, and they're just so excited to tell everyone in the Top Gun class, Jester's dead. Tom Cruise yells out. He goes in that locker room and yells, Jester's dead. He's so excited. He's basically saying, I just took the teacher out, and I did a better job than him. I beat him. But then it happened. Val Kilmer, a.k.a. Iceman, turns around to Maverick and says, "No, it doesn't count. You're below the heart deck." What? What? I could remember, like, when I was, like I said, when I was like 11, 12 years old, watching this movie, I go, like, who the hell asked this guy? Shut your mouth and change. I mean, first of all, I'm already traumatized because this scene is just so homosexual. Anyways, yeah, Val Kilmer decides to open his mouth and go, "Now, it doesn't count. You're below the heart deck." Like, oh, okay, Mr. Tattletale. Shut your goddamn mouth. Who the hell asked you, douchebag? And on top of that, how does the character Iceman find out about this? This is what I think happened. Jester, the professor, lands the plane and goes, "Goddamn Maverick targeted me. He goddamn got a missile lock on me and he won the game." And then he goes, "Yeah, but he was below the heart deck. I was looking, he was below it." And then Iceman, like, hears him off the distance, goes, "What? Maverick targeted you, but he's below the heart deck? Oh, shit. I'm going to go in that locker room, and when he goes in there to brag about that, I'm going to blow up his spot in front of everyone. Shut the hell up, douchebag." I know, people, it's just make-believe. I know it's just a movie. But you know what? A douchebag is a douchebag. And Val Kilmer is a douchebag for reading the script and saying, "You know what? I can go along with this. This is pretty cool. This is a good character." No. No. I'm sorry, dude. You're forever listed as a douchebag for accepting this character and accepting its lines. And on top of that, you killed Goose later on in the movie. How could you do that, you asshole? Anyways, we'll go into that a little later. Actually, we won't, because I'm not going to talk about that tonight. Anyways, yeah, like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? I could remember, like, you know, and then you see Maverick go up to go up to Iceman after he says, "No, it doesn't count, you're below the heart deck." "What's your problem, Iceman?" That's what Tom Cruise says. Yeah, I know, Tom Cruise is a rather douchebaggy himself, but the scale of douchebaggery was significantly higher for Val Kilmer than Tom Cruise in this movie. But, yeah, so Tom Cruise gets in his face and goes, "What's your problem, Iceman?" And Iceman goes, "You're dangerous. You can't be trusted." And it's like so overacted, dramatic shit. I'm like a kid watching this going, "Oh my god, I gotta throw up. Oh, ugh. Like, that's like, I didn't even need to be told what a douchebag was. It just created itself in my mind that day. I think Val Kilmer is probably my first experiences with seeing a full-fledged douchebag. I may have to give him extra props on this list for helping create the douchebag hunter character that I am here today for you guys. But yeah, you're dangerous. And like, I think he snaps his teeth at one point, and I'm like, oh my god, oh, triple douchebag foul. And another thing with Val Kilmer, like can he move his bottom jaw, his mandible at all? Like, why doesn't he talk like normal people do? Like, why does he talk like, "Hi, I'm Val Kilmer. I played Batman once, but I sucked." Like, I'd be like, if I was the director, I'd be like, "Excuse me, cut. Can you talk like a normal person, you douchebag?" Like, seriously. Like, watch the movie Heat. There's this scene in the movie where after the big bank robbery, you know, there's the big shootout, and Al Pacino's trying to find where Val Kilmer and Robert De Niro went. And Val Kilmer got shot in the shoulder, so he has to be repaired by the doctor. There's like the scene on the table where he's lying down in the light and he's like trying to tell Robert De Niro to get his kid or some shit. Like, watch that scene of dialogue, and you tell me how much his goddamn jaw moves in that scene. My god, I remember watching it for the first time and going like, why did the doctor sew his mouth shut? I mean, it's like when like someone gets a broken jaw and they wire your teeth together so you can't move your jaw. That's what it looked like. I was like, huh, that doesn't. I don't remember him getting shot in the mouth or anything. That's kind of weird. Why would they wire his mouth shut? Anyways, he's a douchebag. He's a douchebag, and I hate the movie Top Gun. I will never give it a chance again. Aside from the movie being just totally homosexual, that aside. It's just an average at best action movie, no matter what anyone says. But yeah, Val Kilmer, you're on the list of douchebags, and I'm sorry, but you read that script and went along with it. You tattled on Maverick, you tattletale douchebag piece of shit. It was below the heart deck. Yeah, well, you're below the douche deck, you douche. All right, that was pretty weak. I could do better than that. But anyways, what a douchebag. Well, Val Kilmer, enjoy your spot on this list, and expect hundreds of more douchebags to be exposed from now in the years to come from your pal, the Archfiend. And have a good day, everyone.